Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250. Welcome back to Steins Gate 0. So we got one of our endings last time, and since then I've looked it up. I've found a recommended order guide of the order I should go for the endings. So next we're going for the ending called Twin Automata. And this is where it changes. So right now we're in front of the shrine. We just talked to Kurisu, had some flashbacks of her being dead, and we're like, no, I can't talk to Kurisu like she's a real person, because she's not, because the real Kurisu's dead. And before, what we did was we answered her phone when this call came in, but now we're going to not answer it. I don't know how much of the story is going to overlap with the other stuff, considering that it is played out different than the last Steins Gate did its endings, so there may be some skipping, there may not be. We should turn off my phone. It's getting bad. I couldn't even stand up. So power off. The phone went silent. I slowly stood up. If Lukako saw me like this now, he'd worry. I should get out of here. I was staggering a little, but I could walk. I felt very thirsty. And at this point, I learned... Because see, this is actually the second time of me trying to record it. I've done about a minute of it, and then I realized I needed to re-record it. The L button is force skip, the R button is skip. Keep in mind I'm using a PS3 controller, but it's about the same. I accidentally pressed force skip, which actually will skip unread text. I needed to press R for skip, so I'll have to keep that in mind, but I didn't see any spoilers. I just realized I hadn't read any of this that was coming up. I gulped down an entire bottle of mineral water and caught my breath. Okay, it's letting me skip this. Let me make sure, because I don't know if it saved what I just did a second ago. Not tips. To be perfectly honest, I can't quite remember what we have and haven't seen, so I'm gonna run through this really quick. Okarin's not feeling well, so I'm looking forward to the party. What was that? And he had another weird, time leap reading Steiner moment thing. The world line can only change if someone had altered the past. Had only ever seen the world line changes after it sent emails. Named subject to change. But I destroyed the phone wave so that could never happen. I'd sacrificed Kurisu for it. But then who did this and how? What if someone made a device identical to the phone wave? Mayuri, I need to see if Mayuri's safe. And then the last thing he said was, I'll call her right now. The world line meant something terrible happened to Mayuri again. Just imagining it made me shiver. So let's give her a call. I picked her name off the contacts list in my phone and dialed. I could hear the call sound in my ear. But there was no sign of her picking up. 7 seconds, 8, 9. Each second made the fear worse. I felt cold sweat drip down my back. 12 seconds. 13. 14. I kept calling and praying anyway. Eventually, after a minute of ringing, the electronic sound suddenly cut off. The relaxed, easygoing voice I heard most definitely belonged to Mayuri.
心配したぞ。ずっと鳴らしているのに出なかったから。
あ、ごめんね。電話カバンの中に入れてたから。
It was nothing. Nothing had happened at all. Are you sure about that?
もしかして何か急な用事だった？
いや、気にしなくていい。少し不安になっただけだ。
不安？
今どこだ？誰かと一緒か？
これからバイトだよ。
何時まで？
8時過ぎぐらいまで。
そうか。わかった。
おかり、遊びに来てくれるの？
いや、 今日は用事があっ
I
て
freaked
な。
out, but I'm too busy.
無理なんだ。
バイトが終わったらラボにも顔を出すつもりだよ。
わかった。もし行けるようだったら、そこで合流して一緒に帰ろう。
本当？今日は珍しいね。
じゃあ、バイト頑張れよ。
I hung up. My Yuri was safe, which meant that the world line change probably had nothing to do with her. Not that I could let my guard down. Or maybe that was just a daydream and there was no world line change at all. I wonder if that would, now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if that change... Because see, before I don't remember there being a world line change, though there might have been. To be perfectly honest, I can't remember exactly what happened there at all. But I do remember that we had talked to Kurisu, and now, of course, knowing that Stratford is listening to Kurisu, I wonder if we gave her information before that she didn't get this time. I don't know. Seemed awfully realistic for that to be the case, though. Just to be safe, I turned my phone on again. The icon was still there, in the same place it had been the last several times I'd used it. So now let me do another save. Over that one I already did. So it's not letting me skip, so this is all new stuff, just wanted to double check. I felt a little hesitation, especially after what happened. Could I really contact her after that? But I decided that it was important to see what was going on first, so I tapped the icon.
Nani? 言い忘れたことでもあった?
Kurisu's voice was the same as ever.
怒ってないのか?
怒る?
Yeah, I think something's changed.
だってさっき話している途中で切ってしまっただろ。
それについてはさっき謝ってもらったから。私は一度許したことをいつまでもぐちぐち言う人間じゃない。
さっき？
ええ、かけ直してきたじゃない。
かけ直した？俺が？
ほんの7分43秒前のことを忘れちゃったの？
俺が謝ったのか？お前
大丈夫
？Kurisu was evidently telling the truth. She didn't look like she was lying, at least.
何かあったの？さっきとは別人みたいな顔してるけど。
いや、平気だ。
I didn't remember that. I remembered turning off the phone, but I didn't remember anything about calling her. The Amadeus Kurisu back after that. The old me would have insisted that I was right and she was mistaken. But now I wasn't sure. After all the different past I'd experienced and all the sadness and pain I'd gone through, even 6 months later I was still exhausted. What had really happened and what hadn't? What was right and what was wrong? I wasn't sure anymore. I just didn't want to think about it anymore. The past, the future, the fate of the world. I wanted nothing to do with any of it.
ずいぶん具合が悪そう。誰か知り合いに連絡するなり、どこかで休むなりした方がいいんじゃない？岡部？
なあ、クリス。一つ。さっき電話した後、俺が何をしようとしていたかわかるか？
レスキネン教授と真帆先輩とこの後待ち合わせでしょ？私について報告する予定じゃない。
Evidently my memories matched hers in that regard.
そうか。
真帆先輩にあんたのことあらかじめ伝えておきましょうか。
本当に大丈夫だ。心配かけてすまない。
あんまり無理しないでよ。あんたと最後に話したのが私でしたなんて結果になるのはごめんだからね。
I chuckled bitterly and ended the conversation. I called Daru too, just in case, and evidently I really was on my way to see the professor and Maho. He also told me that almost all of the events of the last few days matched my memory of them, which meant that even if the world line had changed, nothing had changed nearby where I could have seen it. There was no problem. Or at least there shouldn't have been a problem. It was possible that moment of dizziness was just the result of mental illness. Experiencing those same sensations brought up my past trauma and caused my memories to get confused. Maybe that was it. The phone wave didn't exist, so there was no way the past could have changed. That's right. That was all. I kept telling myself this as I went to see the professor. Give me just a second, because I did want to actually check the last YouTube video for comments before I went ahead and started on this, and I totally forgot about that until just now. So let me go see what people said. Somebody said recommended to skip Kaguri's ending. Some points it gets so repetitive and unnecessary. And her character's nothing more than a plot device. I'm kind of feeling that same way, but just for the sake of completion's sake, I'll probably end up doing it anyway. So sorry about that. Someone said make longer episodes and possible more often. I am going to at least try to do it every other day. That's the goal currently. That will be met with strict opposition from other things I need to do like work and school, but as often as I can, I'll try to do it about every other day. And looking forward to where this goes next, because yeah, that's a depressing ending. No, I agree, that was a depressing ending. Let's see. Now this is new stuff too. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be similar, and then they're just marking it as new text, or not. Although if I remember shortly after this we dealt with the guy in the car, so I guess we all know how close this goes, now that I remember that. I met with the professor and Maho in a hotel room.
それじゃあ今のところエムデウスとのコミュニケーションはうまくいっているということでいいんだね、リンタロウ。
ええ。会話に齟齬が出ることもありませんし。
ちなみに聞きたいんだが、クリスとの距離感はどうかな？
距離感というと、どういうことでしょう？
話しているうちに親しくなってきているかどうかということだよ。
それは初めて会話した時に比べれば多少は。
I'm actually getting a different feeling here too, because if I remember correctly, once again, relying on the old memories, that he was very adamant about stopping testing. He didn't want to do it anymore, and, you know, they're like, well, would you mind at least keeping the app on? You don't have to talk to her, and I'll tell her not to talk to you. I'm not getting that vibe from this. It sounds like he's actually giving a normal report here.
多少？かなりの間違いじゃない？私だってクリスと話してるんだから、それくらいわかるわよ。
How do you feel it, Maho, without your brain being mind controlled over there?
あの子、最初は8回もイルスを使われたって怒っていたほどなのに、今じゃすっかりフレンドリーになっているもの。それだけ距離が縮まったということでしょ。
そうですか。それは喜ばしい。
Leskinen seemed overjoyed by Maho's words.
私は期待しているんだよ。彼女が
Or perhaps a love
君に対して
interest.
友情を、もっと言えば恋愛感情を持ってくれないかとね。
恋愛感情？
そんな声を上げることもないだろう。
でもその AI ですよ。
AI だからだよ。
What did he mean?
彼女にだって感情はあっただろ
ええ。いやだけどそれはあくまでもプログラム上のことで。
でもそれは人間の脳だって同じことじゃないか。
He was right. The brain ran on electrical signals, so you could say it had the same structure.
今は機械に感情があるかないかなんていう命題はもはや時代遅れだよ。機械にだって感情はある。第一、エメデウスは私たち人間の脳を再現すべく作っているんだ。構造が同じでプロセスが同じならその結果生み出されるものも同じなはずだろう。ならば彼女だって恋をする可能性は十分にある。いや、ぜひしてもらいたいと思ってい
Man,
る。
this is gonna be one of those cases where, like, you hear about in, like, Japan or something where somebody marries their online waifu. Oh. It'll be great. Amadeus falling in love.
おっと、こんなことを言っては魔法に恨まれてしまうかな。
教授までクリスみたいなことを言わないでください。
冗談だよ、冗談。魔法は怒ると怖いから気をつけた方がいい。
それはもう分かってます。
ちょっと聞こえてますよ。
おお、そういえば私はジュリーに連絡をしなければならないんだった。リタロ、少し失礼するよ。
Didn't he need to call someone last time too? I wonder if he's the one that set the attacker on us. Now that we know Leskinen's a slimy snail, porcelain snail thing, the professor quickly left the room. He ran away, didn't he?
まったくクリスといい教授といい、どうして何でもかんでもすぐに色恋沙汰に結びつけたがるのかしら。
まったくだな。
Of course, that was always the type of girl she was.
あ、そうだ、岡部さん、ちょっと聞きたいんだけど、あの子がクリスが好きな言葉って何か知ってる？
言葉？
数字でも何でもいいの。何かこうキーになりそうなものに心当たり
Oh,
ないか
this
し
is
ら。
for the passcode on the laptop.
クリスが設定したパスワードを破ろうとでも？
よくわかったわね。
I was right?
それってあいつの研究室の PC か何かの？
彼女の私物、家にあったノート PC よ。
そんなものどうして君が？
I wonder if that's going to be the key to solving a lot of this is figuring out Kurisu's password. You know, through the different endings, of course.
形見分けでね、譲ってもらったの。クリスのお母さんに。それで中身を確かめたいからパスを解除する方法を探しているの。あなたなら知ってるんじゃないかと思って。
パスがかかってるということは見られると困るものなんじゃないのか？
それはそうだけど、でも彼女アマデウスのクリスをより本物に近づけるためにはその中のデータも解析した方がいいでしょ？もちろん私自身はなるべくプライバシーに関わることは見ないようにするつもりよ。
I knew what she was trying to say. She might have had some kind of diary on her computer, which described what she'd been doing during her time here. But
悪いけど心当たりはない。
何も？
ああ、それに知っていたとしてもやっぱり俺は教えないと思う。
人には知られたくないことがあるから？
特に PC の中身なんていうのは今やプライバシーの塊みたいなものだからな。
Daru talked about that all the time. He was always wondering if there was a way to automatically wipe a computer's hard drive if you died in an accident. Of course, what Daru didn't want anyone to see was probably very different than what was on Kurisu's computer. Beyond that, it was the same idea.
そう。
She seemed really interested in the contents of the hard drive, but she didn't say anything else.
それじゃあ俺はこれで。
Ooh, and we got a text message. Hey, Ocarina, what's the best color for a school swimsuit? What the heck are you talking about? Well, I'm playing this H game and it just popped up as a choice. I was wondering what color you'd pick. Honestly, I would have rather asked Mayushi or Lukashi or Ferris-ten. They'd call the cops on you. Yeah, so I had no choice but to ask you. So what color? Don't get embarrassed, just tell me. Ask Suzuha. Not a chance. She'd slit my throat. And that's it. I got up and went to leave. And then I saw a small ornament that was decorating the door.
そういえばもうすぐクリスマスか。
I remembered how excited my Yuri was.
ヒアジョーさんはクリスマスもこっちにいるのか？
ええ、こっちでまだやることもあるから。
誰かと過ごしたりは？
え？
お？
ああ、いや、
お？
ほら、海外のクリスマスっていうと友達みんなで楽しくパーティーでもするってイメージだろ？
残念だけどそういう予定はないわ。それにアメリカやヨーロッパじゃクリスマスにパーティーなんてやらないものよ。
そうなのか？
彼らにとってクリスマスは神聖な日でしょ。だから家族と一緒に過ごすのが普通よ。その分大晦日は大騒ぎするけれどね。
I thought I heard something about that on TV or somewhere.
まあこっちには家族もいないから
Oh, that's
どっちに
sad.
しても一人ということに変わりはないんだけどね。あ、だからって寂しいと思ってるわけじゃないわよ。誤解しないでね。
Or so she said. But being all alone on Christmas in a bustling town was probably pretty lonely. Of course, she'd probably get mad if I told her that, so I didn't. When I finished talking to the professor, I went to the lab. So, that card thing never happened now. That's interesting. I confirmed on the phone that Mayuri was just fine, but I wanted to see her for myself. Yeah, this is quite different. I could see from the outside that the lights in the lab were on. I ran up the stairs to get away from the cold and opened the door.
マユリ、いるか？
I felt a small impact in my chest when I opened the door.
悪い。
いえ、僕の方こそごめんなさい。
Evidently, he was just about to leave. Lukako looked up at me, apologetic. For some reason, he was blushing a little. Only Daru and Lukako were in the room. There was no sight of Mayuri or Suzuha.
よかった。もう少し早く帰っていたら岡部さんと入れ違いになっているところでした。
もしかして俺を待っていたのか？
はい。と言っても別に大した用があったわけじゃないんです。
おまんじゅうもらったよ。
Daru had already eaten about half the box.
いただき物ですから。皆さんでどうぞ。
そうか。ありがとう。
つうか、ルカシ、時間大丈夫なん？
Lukako looked up at the clock and started to fidget.
実はこの後、お家にお客さんが来ることになってるんです。
客？ルカ子のか？
いえ、父のお客さんです。なぜか僕にも同席してほしいと言われまして。
父は普段同じ趣味を持った人を呼んで長い時間話し込んだりするんです。難しい話ばかりで僕にはよく理解できないので、普段はお茶を出すぐらいしかしないんですけど。
難しい話って宗教とかそっち系の話か？
Lukiko's family ran the Yanabayashi Shrine, one of the oldest in Akihabara.
そういうわけではないみたいなんですけど、この前のお客さんとは有明がどうとか晴海の頃はどうとか、そう。
晴海、有明。
Weren't those places?
さすがルカシのパパ、恐ろしい子。
岡部さんや橋田さんはわかるんですか？
まあなんとなくはな。でもその話はまた今度だ。客が来るなら早く帰った方がいい。
それじゃあ僕はこれでまた来ますね。
He bowed deeply and disappeared out the door. I watched him go, then sat down on the sofa.
前よりは
メイクインじゃね？今日は来てないよ。
Then I guess I'll have to wait a little. Or should I go get her?
そういえばオカリン、さっきの電話だけどさ、あれ何だったん？
He was probably talking about the phone call I'd placed to him before I went to see the professor.
あれは気にしないでくれ。多分俺の勘違いだ。
I don't recall what he's talking about right off.
そうなん？だったらいいけどさ。
It's probably him being paranoid and edgy. I remembered the strange sensation I'd experienced. I wondered if it was a world line jump, but several hours had passed and nothing had changed. Actually, I wasn't even sure if I'd really experienced it anymore. Memories were like that, especially for me.
それにしても晴海とはさすがはルカシのパパ、ベテラン戦士っすな。
戦士がどうしたって？
Suzuha got back before my Yuri did.
ルカ兄さんのお父さんって戦士なの？
How come he gets to be brother when I'm stuck being Uncle Ocarine?
そうだお、それも戦士の中の戦士、歴戦の強者と言っても過言じゃないのだぜ。
へえ、そうなんだ。でもルカ兄さんの家って確か神職だと聞いたけど。ああ、そうか。神職の人も昔は兵士だったって言うよね。
She'd convinced herself.
確かにルカ兄さんはすごかったし納得だ。
Amazing? What was amazing? I decided to just pretend I'd never heard that. It still felt awkward looking at Suzuha. I'd avoided coming to the lab mostly to avoid seeing her.
オカリンおじさん、そんな顔しないでよ。
Evidently she could read my thoughts from just the look on my face. She seemed upset.
私のことを避けてるのは分かってるからさ。
What, is me not coming to the lab not evidence enough for that?
お前が悪いわけじゃないんだけどな。
つうかスズハ、今日もこんな時間まで何してたん？はっ、もしかしてどこかの男とデートとか？
デート？
いけません。そんなどこの誰とも知らない男とのお付き合いなんてお父さんは許しませんよ。
違うよ、そんなんじゃない。
本当に？
I thought it was a joke, but evidently he was serious about it. His tone was far less joking than usual. It must be hard being a dad.
本当だって。
だったら父さんの目を見て言いなさい。
父さんがそれ言う？
どういう意味なんそれ？
母さんというものがありながらいっつもそこで変なゲームばかりやってるじゃないか。
それは2次元と3次元はあくまで別物ですし。
お前2次元も3次元も関係ないって前に言ってなかったか？
おかりん、そういうことここで言う裏切るなんてひどいよ。
I'd never been on Daru's side when it came to his hobbies, though.
ご本。とにかくそういうことなら今日は何をしていたのか父さんに言いなさい。
何って。
やましいことがないなら言えるはずだよ。
Suzuha glanced at me, then sighed in resignation.
人を探していたんだ。
人？それってやっぱ男？
違うって言ってるじゃないか。小さな女の子。今はもう私より年上になっちゃってるか。
This feels familiar. Let me try. No, still new. That was a strange way to put it. I glanced over at Daru, who looked back at me.
実はさ、私が乗ってきたタイムマシンにはもう一人乗っていたんだ。
Alright, I need to keep checking to see if I can never call Kurisu. I forgot, towards the end there wasn't really a point where you could call Kurisu very much.
なんだって。
スズハ、そんなん初耳なんだけど。
今まで話してなかったからね。
She was looking down at her feet, and I could see she regretted bringing it up.
その同乗者は何者だ？今どうして
いるかは
わからないって。
はぐれちゃったんだよね。1998年にここ秋葉原で。
1998? That would have been 12 years ago. So it wasn't just Suzuha who came from the future. She took some time for the meaning of that to sink in.
でもなんでそんなことになったん？
私とその子は IBN5100 を探すためにはじめ1975年に飛んだ。理由はおじさんならわかるよね。
And my problem, by the way, is they keep saying IBM 5100. They've said it so much that I forgot that the original, computer in real life is the IBM 5100. I don't know. I always think now I've been thinking it's IBM and I'm like, wait, no, that's not right. That is a fictional computer that does not exist. At least the name anyway. I nodded silently.
なんとか無事に IBN5100 を手に入れた私たちは今度は1998年に飛んだ。2000年問題を回避するミッションのためにね。
2000年問題？
That was one of the big events at the end of the last century, along with Nostradamus' prophecy. But in the end, after all the fuss made by the media and pundits, nothing really happened. Was that because John Titor had come from the future to fix it? If that was the case, then wow.
その1998年にトラブルが起きて、その子とはぐれちゃったんだ。
それではぐれたままタイムマシンで跳躍したのか？
仕方なかったんだ。あの子は自分からタイムマシンを飛び出してしまったし、それに。
She must have remembered something because she swallowed her words with a bitter expression.
もちろん、私だって探した。燃料の残量が許す限り、何度も細かいタイムトラベルを繰り返して、あの子の姿を探し回った。でも。
In the end, she never managed to find her.
大体の事情は分かったけどさ、どうして今までそんな大事なことを黙ってたん？
あの子を見失ったのは私の落ち度だ。ちゃんと自分で責任を取りたかったんだ。
水臭いな。
Daru's words were soft.
僕たち親子だろ。困った時は頼ってくれてもいいのだぜ。
父さん、
その子を探せばいいんだろ。だったら僕らも手伝う。な、オカリン。
なって、俺もか。
当たり前だろ。別に未来を変えてくれっつってるわけじゃないんだし、それくらいやってくれてもいいっしょ。
まあ。
To be honest, after refusing all her requests to save the world, I was feeling a little guilty. I'd like to help her if I could, but I wanted to know what she'd do after she found her.
で、その子の名前と年齢は？ちなみに可愛い女の子だよね。男とか言ったら父さん許さないぞ。
女だよ。
オッケー。名前と3サイズもやろう。
3サイズなんて知らないよ。だって別れた時のあの子は10歳だったんだから。
幼女か。
じゃあ今は22歳になってるはずだな。
名前プリーズ。
名前はカガリ。シーナ・カガリって言うんだ。
シーナ。
The name was an unusual one. A girl who was part of Daru's group in the future, who had the name Sheena.
スズハ、まさかその子って。
うん。彼女の母親の名前はシー・カガリはマユ姉さんの子供なんだ。
I don't know if we ever had this all explained out to us. Mayuri's daughter. At least to the group as a whole, Suzuha knew, obviously. Of course it was possible that Mayuri would choose to have a child in the future. But the fact that I'd never even thought about it made the shock that much worse. If she had a daughter, she must have had a partner. And that partner couldn't be me, because I died in 2025. Wait a second. She was 10 in 2036, then she would have been born in 2026. I'd have to learn more, but if I died in 2025, wasn't it just possible, maybe, barely, that it could be me? That just couldn't be. Just like Suzuha had appeared before Daru, she was going to appear before me? Who was the dad? I couldn't ask.
あれ？ちょい待ち。シーナってことは名字はそのままってことだよね。ってことは
カガリは戦災孤児だよ。身寄りがなかった彼女をマユ姉さんが引き取って育てたんだ。
あー、なんかそれマユシらしいかも。
I realized that I was relieved in more ways than one, and I hated myself a little for it. Even if she did marry someone else in the future, as long as that made her happy, it was for the best.
私はマユ姉さんからカガリを頼むって言われたんだ。だからこんなことになっちゃいけなかった。あの子はいつだってマユ姉さんにべったりだったし、この時代には知り合いなんているはずもないから、きっとずっと心細い思いをしてるはずなんだ。
その子はどうしてはぐれてしまったんだ？さっきトラブルと言ったが。
If she'd come to a new era in the time machine at 10 years old, Suzuha would have been the only person she could rely on. There was no way she'd leave Suzuha and run off on her own.
私にもわからない。ただ過去に飛んでからのカガリは精神的にかなり不安定だった。
That made sense, come to think of it. A young girl, just 10 years old, was suddenly taken to a world where she knew no one. Of course she'd be scared.
その子の写真か何かはある？
あ、うん。
She showed me a tattered picture with 2 girls in it. One was an adult woman. I couldn't see her face, but maybe it was Mayuri 20 years from now. Hiding behind her was another girl. Was that Kaguri Shina?
この子が22歳に成長してるわけか。いまいち想像がつかないな。
That is, if she was still alive. Even if Japan was a safe, peaceful country, it would be hard for a young girl to get by on her own. If she was lucky, someone might take her in and give her to an orphanage, but if she wasn't, Suzuha was probably well aware of that possibility, so I didn't bring it up.
なおかりん、協力してくれよ。
マユリの養女なんだろう。だったら見つけてやりたいさ。でも鈴葉はいいのか？俺が手伝っても。
I felt sure that Suzuha was disgusted with me. I had a chance to save the world, and I had given up. Would she want help from a person like that?
おじさんさえ良ければ人手は大いに越したことはないと思うから。
そうか。だったら手を貸すよ。
Of course, I didn't think this would make up for that.
ありがとう。
マユシーの幼女がどうしたの？
I think we'll leave it off there. That's a good spot. So if you do, in fact, know, is this going to be treading a lot over the same things we've dealt with? It is a different ending. And see, I was actually going to go for a different ending. Before I found the, suggested route ending, where I still kept the phone on, and I didn't turn the phone off, but instead, later on, when you answer the call from Amadeus, when you're in Daru's, weird, office season or whatever, when we went in that building with Maho and there's the MIBs and stuff, instead of answering the phone or answering the Amadeus call, you ignore it. That was the only difference, but apparently they put that much farther on their recommended order list, so I felt we should probably wait on that for a bit. So let me know what you guys think, and we will be back next time for some more Steins Gate Zero. Bye!